Howdy, partners. Right, I'm just going to check we're live because I've got some exciting news. Yeah, I know it's only Kerbal, but it's still exciting news. Oh, I got a picture. I don't believe it. Have they fixed it? Have they fixed the problem? And I must apologise to Ghost. Ghost, I'm sorry I'm doing this early, but I got to get it out there. I got to get it out there. I could do something else later, although I probably won't. But I got to tell you all about this. This is amazing. Well, it's not amazing, but well, am I getting so excited? Well, because they got an update, ladies and gentlemen, on Kerbal Space Program. So on PS4, I presume it's PS4 as well, and Xbox One, or whichever version you have. I've got the latest one, being a big head. I'm gonna I'm gonna resume a save. I'm not gonna do the return from Duna with Ghost and Will. Oh, and Neil Armstrong, by the way. We're gonna do this one because this is my science one that I do. So it's unlimited amount of money, but you still got to unlock stuff to get the parts. So a little bit more tricky. And this is on default. There's no cheating involved. And I'm gonna go to the tracking station. So you don't have to worry about building up your base. You know, you start off with the really crummy bases, and you know the lander. You know the science place. You know they're all tiny little buildings. You gradually upgrade them, which you do what you got to do in career. But this is where they give you all the stuff, but you just got to get a science to unlock parts. Now you bet you're wondering why I've got a load of green lines. Baffling me, to be honest. but yeah, this is the communications, you see, and you can turn them all on and off. So you can turn them all off like that. That gives you like the first base, right? And then this gives you like the path of the others around it, and then this gives you ones to like vessel links. So if other links are on other planets, it gives you, and then this one gives you the full network. So it just shows you how much I've covered. You see, but I tend to have them on the first three, although that's probably too much. Like that, okay? But ladies and gentlemen, they've done a new update for the console. Just yesterday, a new console for KSP enhanced version, which is free with if you got the normal KSP one. You can upgrade to the enhanced one for free. But probably already done that. So, orbiting around Dres, we have a little lander ship. Now, I was going to show you this whole thing, but I didn't know whether it would be successful. But I tried the first time, managed to get there, but couldn't slow down in time to get an orbit. So I threw extra few, dozen things on it, like a few hundred. And yeah, but first of all, we're going to get rid of some debris, just for Ghost. He likes to tidy this up. I haven't got around to tidying it yet, so you press B to terminate, like that. Now I usually check to see if there's an astronaut on it, because you never know, there could be an astronaut on it, which is highly unlikely because it's classed as debris. See? And then we just press that, and then we press terminate, and it's gone, never to be seen again. And then we get rid of that one there. See, it's on a trajectory out of the sun, so it's just bits left over. Terminate that. So this is all tidy up time. So yeah, this is a boring bit. But I'll tell you what, I won't do all of them, because you get the idea. Let's get straight to the... Right, we're orbiting around Dres. By God, this took me a while to get there. But the great news is, we have got some new enhancements to the game. And I'm so excited because I've been waiting for this for a very long time. So this is my Dres ship. Right, you notice there's kind of two ships. That's because what I did was I sent an enormous ship. Actually, I'll show you. Really, you're going to show us? You can take us all the way back and show us, and you can just skip all this? Yes, I am. And then I'll show you the new update they've done. Apart from, it's done a few bug fixes and things, so hopefully that will improve the situation. We're on quick resumes, and sometimes quick resume goes a bit odd. So, I got the mic in a slightly different position, but it's still next to my mouth, but I've turned it away slightly. Like, the arm is close to my mouth, but just so it won't blow into it so much. Right, if I open it, I'll show you my Dres ship, and I got quite a lot here. I got, the crappy one, the not quite so crappy one, you know, all kinds of stuff, you know, the good one, the crappy one, you know, all that kind of stuff. Right, we have a Dres ship somewhere. Dres lander ship. Now, which one was it? I imagine it's the biggest one of the two. Right? Now, as you can see, it's rather a monstrosity here. Alright. But I wanted the landing bit to be, because the landing actually on Dres is quite easy. So I wanted this to be nice and small and compact, so we'd have, you know, plenty of time to slow down, all this kind of stuff. But I've put a massive pile of stuff on there, and it won't do any, you know, tremendous amount of G, because we're just using boosters to start off. These whacking great boosters, which I think are the Clydesdale, and then these, then these, before we even get to this lot. Alright, so that's what I did. But then what I did was, and I think there may be two actually. I did two different versions, and what I did, I sent two up, because I sent the second one up to reload the first one. Alright, because I thought, you know, that's not a bad idea. So I went up to refuel the other one. So, but it still had well over halfway fuel left on the one that was refueling it. So, and they were both together, sort of docked together. So the one that I was going to send to Dres was completely full of fuel on all tanks. All right, and then the refuel one had about more than half in it, and I thought, hang on, I could use that more than half to send us to Dres, therefore saving some of the fuel from the ship that's connected. All right, it makes it twice as heavy. I admit that could have been a slight oversight. So getting there was okay, but obviously slowing it down was going to be a problem. But we'd used most of the fuel by then, so we could just use the other rockets. Now, that, you know, there was another stage on the end of this, so that's why there's two of these here. It's because the other one sent with it, and I'm going to leave this one in orbit. Alright, now, which one is the one that's actually... Because, yeah, this would be my first time landing on Dres, ever. Even on PC. So I got to kind of work this out. So this is going to be in space. The final frontier. So sorry, Ghost, if this is a bit early, but I just couldn't wait for this. So 50, I mean, we shouldn't have any problems, you know. It's a very easy planet to land on, from what I've heard. It's 32,000 is the series of influence, so when it starts affecting you, there's no atmosphere, so it's not going to be slow, you know, we can't use parachutes to slow us down. Alright, the gravity is 0.11, so I think it's even less as on the moon, because I think that's 0.6. Something like that, it's like half or a third, something like that, I don't know. I mean, I don't know, I don't look at this stuff. Alright. So, yeah, so 32,000. So I've got it in a nice secure orbit at, you know, 51. So it should be fine. All right, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the orbit in using the ship that's going to rendezvous, and then we're going to land on somewhere. So what I'm going to do is like pick a point, say here, because I'll probably land on, I don't know, this area. I mean, it's very bumpy. That's the only trouble, and I'm not quite sure where it's not bumpy, but I think it's all bumpy, come to think of it. I don't think there's any way around that we're going to miss it, to be honest. And we could hit a mountain on the way down, but it should be quite easy to land it. So we're going to go like opposite. Alright, now just check how much fuel's left in it actually. So this is the one we're going to land. This all should all be full. Let me just double check that. Yeah, they're all full, plus the centre tank, which they're all going to feed into. So these are onioned into this one. So when these are finished, I can just throw them off and save weight. Alright. So I just want to see if we've got enough fuel in here just to do this manoeuvre now. Oh yeah, we got plenty. So no problem at all. So we're going to control it from here. This is a remote control bit. So we're going to control it from here. So make sure I always do this, because obviously controlling something that's connected opposite way. So say that one was pointing towards this end, then obviously everything would be reversed. So you've got to make sure you're in the right spot. So what we're going to do is retrograde. But I've never been here before, and I'll have a bucket load of science. And I've already got some science, and I've put one of these on it. I know it's a little bit dark here, so it's a little bit hard to see, but actually on the top of here is a little storage container, and this contains we have got a ton of science here. So we've got 52 there. I could send it actually, but that would I would have to do something to do that. So I might send it. I should have enough charge to do that. There's 15 there. I know it's not a lot, but that's because we've repeated some of these. Alright, and then so we got quite a nice bundle here. 132, 79. So we're going to get a nice lot of science here. 160 something. Oh, beautiful! It's such a dream to watch, isn't it? Alright, now make sure the other engines aren't going to fire. Although, hang on. Yeah, that's the land a bit. Yeah, this is the bit we're leaving behind. And it's also got a scanner on, so we could send this to a polar orbit if it's got enough fuel. I'm not sure if it has. And then we can run a scan on the planet, and we can actually find out where the best resources are. Now, we'll ignore all that. That's going to take too long. So all we need to do is we'll set it now, and then the one that's going to stay in orbit, we'll just sort of adjust its orbit so that it's back out in orbit again. So I know we'll pick a spot. Where would you like there? I mean, I'm thinking somewhere around there. Alright? And then we'll bring that in. Now, we've got to avoid mountains, so I've got to be a bit careful of that. I'm going to bring this in quite low, so somewhere about the 7,000 mark. It's probably actually a good idea to bring this orbit down, come to think of it. Even lower, because I don't need to be that high. What did it say? 30 something. Oh, yeah, it has got to be quite high. Shame, innit? But I think it's got quite a low gravity. At least I hope so. I mean, otherwise I'm in the right bucket load of artifacts. So I'm gonna, I don't know what to do here, to be honest. It's the first time doing this. So I'm thinking I'll get quite low. We'll risk it, and then I'll do a quick save before I do all this. I'm going to go quite low like that. Some would say that's a ridiculous thing to do. But I like the ridiculous. I like living on the edge, as you probably noticed. So I'll come round to about 7,000, a bit kind of like what I be doing on the moon. And then we're going to slide this across a little bit more to the right, so that because it will, rotate that way. So we're going to stick it around about there. All right. Go to maneuver now. Right, now you know how difficult it is when you're trying to do, say, a mid-course maneuver, or you're doing it from, say, Kerbal. You're trying to do an orbit around Mars, and you're trying to get a conjunction. Yeah, not conjunction. What do you call it? An intercept kind of thing. You know how hard it was. Now we have new tools, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think it will come up yet, but we can kind of go to this new tool here. All right. And they've added this new bit here. Now before, you see, if you clicked on that, it doesn't make any impression. I'm pressing this button, nothing happens. Alright? So, but what we've got, this new tab, which is what they've got on PC. And you click on that, and you can do very fine tune, just tap on it to make small adjustments. But this is adjustable. Alright, so let me just do, just for a laugh, let's tap it once. It goes up to 9, look. And I tap it out to go down to 7. But if we turn this right down, and we can go down really low, we can get very fine adjustments. So we can just go tiny little bits like this. So this is fantastic. I'll put it back up again a little bit. But yeah, you can just, you don't have to turn your thrust down on your rocket or anything like that. You just do this little scale. That's like really high, a lot of movement. That's a tiny amount. And then just do individual little steps on the, pro and and retrograde, or on the normal and anti-normal and all this kind of stuff. So that is a new fantastic tool that's been added to this. Plus they've had about 3 extra parts as well to do with propellers. Right, I've set that. All right, it's all set. We're not going to hit something on the way down, although, you never know, do you? Alright, that's set. So we're going to come round to this maneuver. Where is my ship over there? Over there. So it's going to be 6 seconds. That's not a problem. I mean, we've got to turn the thrust down for this kind of thing. So we're going to whip round, and you know, you're thinking, hello, why isn't my ship moving? Well, that's because I'm centered on the planet, and that is the ship. Alright, nice communications, even all the way back to Kerbal, in fact, which is rather nice. Although it's going to cut off now, and we could lose control of the craft, so it means we may not be able to actually do this. Oh no, it looks like we have control. I think as long as you've got a pilot, you're okay. We do have a pilot, do we? Oh no, we have a scientist, in fact. That's a bit of a shocker, because we may not be able to operate it now. But I'm taking a gamble we can. See, it says question mark here. No signal, not connected, and limited crew control. So we have very limited crew control now. So we might only be able to go full, you know, like a full blast or no blast, and won't be able to adjust it. This would be a bit sad. So we'll see what happens. Didn't foresee that. But I might leave one of them in space as a kind of aerial. Right, 3 seconds. I'm waiting. There we go. So yeah, 6 means the stage. Now, see if I can adjust it. Oh, I can adjust it, good. And then we're just going to tweak this up to the final bit, like that. A bit like the final countdown. Right, there we are. So we're on our 7,000. Right, great plan. Beautifully executed, I thought. Alright. Now what I'm going to do, I'll do something really ridiculous. Not only am I happy about doing that, I'm going to do it even more ridiculous. You know, I'm very tempted to leave this thung on there. But, you know, that would probably be a bit stupid. And I wouldn't recommend it. Right, that's the bit we're doing, that's the bit we're going to do. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go, I usually go like radial in, radial out, or up and down. Right, let's go, ooh, I don't know, which one? Let's try that one. Alright, because I like to dock like this, or up and down, so that we don't get any interference from any of the visitors. So then we're going to, where is it? There's a decoupler there, right, we're going to decouple that. Like that. Now you probably think that's an insane thing to do, Ray, a decouple from your ship that's supposed to be, but it's not a worry, you see. And then this one, we're going to decouple that, although it might hit the other one, but, you know, well, I'll tell you what, we'll do retrograde first, just to make sure. Although actually we want to go prograde, so that's probably a stupid idea. Let's go prograde. See, that would float off into infinity. He doesn't really care about it. I don't care about it, to be honest. And then we're going to bring this baby back up so that this guy can, you know, have a hat full of joy. And then what we're going to do is we're going to... Can I decouple that? Can I not decouple that? Alright, we'll decouple that then. If you're going to be like that, we'll decouple that bit. Ooh, well, that bit shut off for some reason. Didn't foresee that happening. So that bit kind of shut off there, although that's the other one. Hang on, let's go to the other one. Yeah, this one's shut off for some reason. You know, it's never nice when it shuts off like that. So what we're going to do is point it prograde like we did. Alright, and then we're going to bring that orbit back up. Why would you want to do that, Ray? Just said it to go down. Well, that's because I want the other one to go down, and this one to go up into Judah. I'm so excited because I got this new tool on here. Oh, this car's going to be easy now. Just do little tiny taps instead of, you know, a very tiny little touch. I've almost got to breathe on the joystick, and it moves like too much, and then you got to keep, I know, it's about 10 times you got to do it to get it right. Right, what I'm going to do is go on the other ship if I can get to it, because it's pretty hard at showing the other bits. You know, like the other ship. It's like really difficult. Right, set it as a target, just to make sure we're not going to hit it. That's why I do that. Alright. Yeah. We're not going to hit. And then we're going to bring that back out again. You know, which seems like insanity, but, you know. Why would I worry about that? Although, of course, got to put the engine on. Might help a little bit in the process, mightn't it? Oh, I didn't do a quick save, did I? Oh, Ray, you didn't do a quick save. Didn't you do a quick save, Ray? No, I didn't do a quick save. I've lost which one this is now. Why is this not working? Right, anyway, it should fire now. So let me do that. Also, another thing, apparently if you mark that, it's supposed to stay there when you go back. Oh, it looks like I haven't got tiny control. I've only got full or not full control. So yeah, I may have gone too much now. So, but I stopped myself now from falling into the planet. So that's a good thing, right? Yeah, it's like you got to go. Come on, I want to separate the two. Just going to make sure I don't hit it. Well, we're not going to hit it on the way down, but oh no, actually, it's a long way away, many miles away. And then the other one, we'll set that as a target. You see? So this is just making sure nothing hits in the vicinity. All right, and then we'll click on it again to undo that. All right. So now that one is in a safe orbit again, although I may have gone a bit too far, but I'll bring that out later, and then we'll switch back to the other ship. If I can find it in the pitch black, I mean, we'll destroy that bit at some point. You know, I don't know when, I don't know where, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Did I actually do the maneuver? Yeah, I did the maneuver. Right, okay. So now, we'll get rid of that maneuver. And we should be heading down to the planet, hopefully without hitting a cliff. And this guy is going to be in retrograde, ready for the landing on Dres for the first time in my life. It's a wonderful feeling. I'm so excited. I got science to do, all kinds of stuff. And I got a scientist with me because he can get more science. See, that was the plan behind it. That was the whole plan. So I'm really excited about it. So what was it? What was the ones we haven't got then? Hang on, where's the thing that carries all the gear? Ah, there. That little big box there. So let me see what they are. They're EVA report, a mystery goo. But we haven't got have we got mystery goo over this? That's what I want to know. Scan over the sun. Oh, hang on, I missed that one. Dres. Gravity scan, atmospheric scan, temperature scan, material study scan. So it looks like we've already done that, so we'll keep the rest for the journey home. So what we've got to do now is pick our landing spot. Alright, and as you can see, it's already moved. Why would it do that? It does. So I have to pick a new spot now, which is a bit shame because I like the old spot. So I'm going to pick it here, and we're going to bring. Now this could use quite a lot of fuel. So no, it looks like it might not. No, it's only 20 seconds. I'm quite happy about that. And we're going to bring that down to say, ooh, I don't know there. I mean, what do you think? Think that's a good one? Oh, I think that's a good one. And then we're going to move that on there, as usual. So I thought I'd cut out all the boring stuff of getting there, because it took a while, and it was transfer of fuel, and I thought, let's get straight to the nitty-gritty, to the landing. Whether I can do the bit going back, because getting back's going to be a tough one. We'll see. So now I can go to this maneuver. Hopefully I'll just double check I'm not hitting a cliff as we come over the rise there. And of course it will change a little bit even then, because I may hit that peak. See that little peak there? I may hit that peak on the way down. That's quite a possibility. Maybe we could land on the peak, although I don't fancy landing on the side. You know, nobody likes a bit on the side, do they? Or do they? Shouldn't be saying things like that, Ray. Shouldn't I? Alright, I'll stop doing it then. See how instantly I can stop myself. That's how good I am. 1 minute 16, so that's what, 38 seconds. No problem. No problem, Jim. Did I turn the rocket on? Let's make sure I got it turned on. That might help, mightn't it? That could help significantly there, eh? Now, I watch I don't press things that dismantle things. That's the only trouble. I've got to be a bit careful about that. So we're going to make sure this is turned on. Oh, we can't do it while we're in warp. Well, I knew that. You knew that. We all knew that. So, hello everybody. I'd like to say thank you also to somebody who's been following me. One day I will write down all these names on Twitch and say a big thank you to all of them for following me. But I might be able to do it now while we're waiting for this dull bit. It came in on my email, I think, so let's very quickly charge the email up. How do you do email? Oh, press that one. See, it takes a while to get there, you know. I want to cut all this boring stuff out and just tell you about this new thing is. Yeah, I'm just so excited about this new tool. I don't think it's it's only for orbiting stuff. It's not for landing. Din. Now I suppose I could really pull these in, because it could become a problem on landing if we fall over. Not that we will fall over. I mean, there's no chance of that. Although I might be wrong there. Right, I'd just like to say, let's see, where was it? Can't find it now. Oh yeah, Iaquu, IAQUWU, Iaquu. Thank you very much for following me on Twitch. It's very kind of you. Thank you, sir. You're fantastic, and I love you to bits. Although not too much, don't want to go overboard. All right, so thank you for that, my child, my adult. I mean, what am I talking about? Think things through, Ray. Don't know what I'm talking about, but thank you very much for that. It's always appreciated when somebody, likes what you're doing. Wherever we go is bumpy, isn't it? And I'm kind of thinking let's go somewhere a bit different now. I kind of put me off that area because it looks very bumpy. I mean, this could be bumpy, but I'm going to move it there. Just for fun. I mean, I could move it there, I could move it in there, but, why don't I just put it there? It seems like fun. What if I got a refueling aspect on this ship? No, I haven't. Well, that's worth a try, wasn't it? Let's try doing this. I think I've already done that. But as you're flying over low areas and things, you can take all these emergency scan things. Let's try logging the temperatures on, in space near Dres. I don't know where that would count, because we may have already done that. So let's see if we can collect that. What this does, see, it collects all of it. Ooh. So let's log this then. Because we get even more stuff here. Oh, my life is full of richness and joy, because this is going to give us a ton of science. So this is what you got to do. You got to spam everything, as they call it in the trade. I don't know why they call it spam everything. And then the beauty of it is we can reset this because we're a scientist, and we can do it again. Now, normally a pilot wouldn't be able to do that. You better redo it. He wouldn't. He just wouldn't be able to do it. I can't do it. Oh, it's got to have an atmosphere. It's got to have an atmosphere, Ray, and you haven't got one. Oh, that's a good point. Right, so I'm going to retract these just in case of any unforeseen events, which includes crashing into the planet at high speed. I didn't do a quick save. Hang on, let's do a quick save. It's probably a bit late now because I'm already dangling down, but I could quickly pull us out of this with a bit of luck. Now, I suppose I ought to put the gear down. Would help, wouldn't it? Let's preempt that movement. I mean, what do you think? Flat? I mean, if they give us the higher textures, now they give us that, I might think about giving us the higher texture one. Which, is higher textures. I was going to cut out the last one, the Duna one, which I said, I'll cut that bit. The trouble is, there's lots of good banter on, and people making comments, and it got quite. I was doing impressions and all that, and I thought, well, no, we won't cut it out. We'll keep all that. Make it a 2.5 hour stream. What do I care? Because I quite enjoyed watching my banter, but then I always like watching my banter, but then I'm a bit odd like that. Looking a bit up a hill there. So I'm going to move it. I might move it there. No, I don't know. What do you think? Which is the less hilly of the hills? I think that's what I do. Right, we better get ready then. It's going to fire any minute. Right, I'm going to change it to surface. Is always a good idea too, because sometimes they're a little bit different. Not always, but sometimes. And then we're going to fire this juicy monkey. I suppose we could do it as orbit. I mean, I don't know. What do you think? I don't think there's a lot of difference. Right, ready? Oh, we should already be doing it. Is this not activating? It is now. It's because it was in warp. And hopefully this will slow us down before we hit that crater. Just looming large on our horizon. Yeah, we may have done this too late, so we may go beyond that now. In fact, we are going to go beyond it. We could go into the beyondness there. Now, I hope I don't use too much fuel here, because I would like to get back sometime this week. It looks pretty good. This is a low use engine. You know, a good ISP or whatever it is. And it should be a fairly low gravity, he said, hopefully, with his eyes crossed. I meant my fingers crossed. So yeah, we could land on the side of that cliff now. You know, but let's look on the bright side, let's think positive. We could slow down before then. Yeah, I think we're going to slow down before then, land in that bit myself. See the little shadow there? See the shadow? See that little tiny dot? Why am I speaking in a high voice? So we could come, you know, we could stop before then. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Now we are dropping, you notice. So I'm going to change this to the land one, which will be significantly different. Yeah, it's a good 4-4 whatchamacall, it's different. Oh, now I should be... Ray, don't mess this up. Don't mess this up, son. Please don't mess this up. Surface, do that. Start getting your tanks going. There's not much time left. Maybe do full tank. Maybe do full. Because they're coming down rapidly. Yeah, I know the external drive's ready. I've been saying that the last half an hour. I keep saying, oh, your internal, what's it? I know, I've connected it about 2 hours ago. And it keeps telling me for some reason. So yeah, we should do a nice steady run, but I'm going to leave it till late and do a bit of a, you know, suicide job. Some would say that's crazy. I would say that's, you know, just slightly foolish. Right, we better start slowing down a bit now. 900 feet. Ooh, 900 feet. That's quite a bit, isn't it? So let's start rapidly swinging down. It'll be my first landing on this. I'm so excited. I could bust a blood vessel, although I don't do that on live. Right, we just keep doing it. We just want to go a nice steady fall. And if we've got half a tank at least left, and we know we can get back up there. That's what I'm banking on. In fact, we could just let that drop a little bit. Now we're not even moving, apparently. So we'll let it drop a bit more. But I'm very tempted to cut this off completely, save fuel. What do you think? Do you think that's a bad idea? I think it may be a bad idea, but if you do a suicide burn, you know, it'd be beautiful. Although I'm kind of having reservations now. There should be a shadow there. There's a shadow. Right, and it's right overhead. Right, let's start clanging it down now. Anybody watch that program, Clangers? Yeah. I never saw it actually. Apparently people use the RayRay, one of those things that people like when they were young. You know, I've never seen anything in it, to be honest. I mean, it's alright. I saw a bit of it and I thought, wow, that's a bit odd, insane, something all ridiculous. Looks like we are on the side of a cliff, but as long as we don't tip over, I'll be quite happy. That's why I put extra tanks on the outside so I can widen our stance. It seemed like it was a rocky kind of planet. In a rocky kind of universe. In a rocky kind of galaxy. Alright, there we are. Remember, cut the engines! Cut the don't tip the ship! Oh no, don't! RCS is needed! RCS! Oh no! Oh no, don't tip over, don't tip over, don't... When I say don't tip over, I mean don't tip over. Right, I'm going to lower these in the hope that I might be able to tip it back up. Oh, come on. Come on, my beauty. Come on, my beauty. And then before it gets there, put the gear back up. And that might stand us up in good stead. Oh. Oh, look at that for a recovery. I must admit that was hairy stuff. That's pretty on the hit. That was hairy, wasn't it? Right, let's see which way to go. That way? Yeah, that way. Yeah, let's push this leg down a bit. I said push this leg down a bit. I said push this leg down a bit. Well, we are on a slope. Oh, I did make it. I'm on Dres for the first time in my life. Is that momentum? I hope this is not in front of the thing so we can't get out. Because if that's blocking the door... Oh, please don't say that. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. May the Lord bless me. Sorry, I may have gone a bit crazy there. Why is that there? Get off. Yeah, it's like when it comes up. See, you got to kind of hit the edge of his helmet. It's really odd how it doesn't seem to want to select the guy until he's moved away from the hatch. Now, can I stumble onto that ladder without tipping the ship over, please? Mr. Scientist, Bob Kerman, please don't tip it over. Please don't be that stupid. I think he is, you know. Always going to tip it, isn't he? So I'm going to let go. Put that on. And I'm going to move, thrust away. I'm just going to make sure. It's probably a safer way, actually. I didn't put the ladder on very good, but, you know. What do I know? Oh, look, you can see it's hollow. The planet is hollow. My first landing on Dres. Oh, this is magnificent. Now, let's save that now. Let's preserve our goodness. Oh, thank you. Just think of the science we're going to get here. Oh, I'm so happy I could envelop myself in cold custard. 264. Oh. Oh, this plant of oh, I'm so happy. I've never done this before. I can't, you know, can't keep my excitement sealed in it. I know it's probably dull and uninteresting to you, but if you're a KSP player, wow, this is going to be. Now I'll start off with a very boring bit on here. You know, if you haven't known this before, it's really exciting. Actually, what are we on? Highlands or Midlands? Because some people say, but yeah, I'm going to cancel that. Some people say. Now let me look at that review sample. Highlands. Say when you put it, say whether it's Highlands or not. Oh, I nearly got rid of it there. Say whether it's Highlands or not in the name of the flag. Then you know what area that is. So I'm gonna. Nothing on it apparently. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take down a flag and stick it back up again. I know this is a bit dull, but this is what they recommend. And then we'll plant another flag because we weren't happy with the first one. So we're going to plant another flag. So if you want to, you know, if you've made a mistake in the name, you know, you've got to pick it up and put it back down again. Looks like there's a gust of wind on this. Right, we're going to call this Dres Highlands. See, I never thought of this before, and I saw other people do it because, you know, I'm not really good at this game. Well, I'm not bad. I mean, landing. I'll put landing. I mean, why not? Landed. So I'm sorry, Ghost, if you're missing this live, but why would you want to see this live? I mean, you know. Dull, isn't it? Right, and then I'm going to press the right button and press X, and then I can do the plaque. So I'm going to say, first time! First time! Don't know why I'm getting excited. Not that excited. But yeah, I've never been here before. I mean, just think of the excitement that is roaring through my heart now. First time landing. And then I'll put, just as an afterthought, whoops, bit. So you can't see all this, can you? Now, I don't know if I'm spelling hairy right, but first time landing, a bit hairy. They are, because you've always got to do a silly message. Alright, so if I, if I want to read that, see, I can read that plaque now. And it says, first time landing, bit hairy. See? Quite clever. I mean, it would have been nicer if it was on the flag. But there, yeah, I know the external, yeah, it keeps coming up with external drive ready. I mean, it's like, it's gone into insane mode on Series X at the moment. I plugged it in and it's, right, where's the ladder? There. Now, don't knock it over. Please, now try and do it so I don't bump the bottom of the ship, because this isn't, and if you get in, it might actually tip over. So we're going to get up nice and gently. Oh, I said we're going to, when I say get up nice and gently, I mean bump your head. And then you got to like wiggle the joystick to bring him out of his coma. Right, now I get it quite close. I know the camera's in an awkward position, isn't it? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and reach the ladder. I said hang on, is there another ladder? I said, is there another ladder? There is another ladder. Why don't we extend that? It might help. I don't know how far down it'll go, but it could go far down. Oh, it's a little bit short. We'll have to do the jump off the thing, like what? Oh, it kind of bumped his head again. You're a bumbling... Bob, I thought you were good. Well, I'm only a scientist. I'm not a rocket engineer. You're not doing impressions, like, no, I wouldn't dream of doing impressions. Right, let's see if we can manoeuvre past that one. Right, now while I'm here, you see, I can start taking... Oh, actually, that might be a good idea to extend that. Why don't you extend that? Why, right, don't let it do what cause an imbalance. Because we can do that. We can do that from the outside. And then see if there's any science we can do. Now, I don't think that we can do this, because there's no atmosphere. So I don't know why I did it. Alright, and then we're going to climb on up to the greater region. So what I could do, you see that there? I could restore that. Because I'm a scientist, I can restore it. And then I can I can do the observe again and get more points than like what I did. Look at that! I mean, look at that. You see, it says inoperable after transmitting. Alright? But I can bring it back to life again. Because I have the power, ladies and gentlemen, of bringing things back to life. He is very good like that, old Bob. Being a scientist, you can do stuff like that. Right, so then we're going to pop up here so we're nice and close to the instruments. Whoa, don't. Alright, and then we might be able to take the stuff out of here. We might log more temperature from the planet, you see. Now, I could do this while I'm on, just go back to the ship really and do all this. But, listen. There's no barometer there? There's no barometer reading? That's a bit of a shame. It might be because there's some stuff in there. Or it could be we can't reach it. Which means I'll dangle in mid-air. Trying to do all this stuff, which is probably stupid. Anything else? Well, alright, this is do it twice, so it'll probably... No, don't overwrite it. And then... we can't quite reach that. See, this is where we get a little bit of a problem, because we've got... Ooh, see, there's a tricky bit of stair here. So I might have to let go. Can I turn on this and thrust me way up while I'm falling? No, I can't do that while I'm falling. Yeah, you've got to wait for the tumbling to stop. Get rid of that message there, please. So let's try that again, Bob. Dilly Bob. Right, let's try going a bit. Yeah, you see what I mean? It's like as soon as you bump something, it's like it goes out of control. It's like try and get up there, will you? That's it. All right, you can't get up there. Okay, fair enough. See, yeah, when he's in fall mode, you can't control him. It's a bit odd. You thought he'd be able to stop himself on the way, wouldn't you? But not in this game, you can't. Oh well, we'll have to just keep going up and down until we find. Just trying to get to the cockpit a bit. You do it a bit slower then. That's not a bad idea actually. Let's do it a little bit. Oh. See what I mean? It's like, yeah, he's not great on. He's a scientist. He's don't expect miracles from the guy. Jeez. Alright, see if I can restore that, because we have the technology. And if we can preserve the mystery goo from the planet. See if we're going to get £1 million of science here. It's so unwieldy. And then, is there one in there? Well, we can collect the data for a start off. remove it, it will make it inoperable, will it? I kind of doubt that because I can restore it. Although we're doing it twice, so it probably won't work because he's already got one. But it's worth a try. Because, you know, sometimes you might get an extra bit. Then we're going to go in and it'll probably say, looks like they've all been added. Which is a real shocker to me because I didn't think we'd get anywhere near that. But try these again. You know, let's just keep on spamming it. Because, you know, but it probably won't work. Because we've already got it. But, you know, it's always worth trying it. Hang on. Let me go back to this little big box here. Collect it all. It'll probably say it can't. Oh, yeah, not all of them. Yeah. Alright, so I couldn't do that one. But we should now be able to log it again. You know, and we'll see if it accepts that. And then I'll go back into orbit and I think that'll do for today. So it'll probably say it's already been stored. Alright, so we can't do it again, alright? And that one. Yeah, it can't do that either. But you never know, it might accept it if I just land this thing back on the planet Kerbal. Yeah, see, it couldn't store it. It's because we've already got it. See that? I thought I was pretty. Now I could actually leave him here, and we can continually keep taking stuff. It's not a bad plan, Ray. It would have been nice if we'd have had tanks as big as the ship, wouldn't it? You know, instead of having thin ones. But you see, these are not empty yet, and this is still full. So we could even think about going to another part of the planet. I am tempted to do that. So what I'm going to do is, now that we've got full electricity job, although it's going down at the moment. Why is it going down? That's kind of worrying me slightly. Tell you what, let me put this away. Let's retract that and see, because it might be using electricity. Oh, don't tell me I haven't got batteries. Oh, please don't tell me I haven't got batteries. Don't tell me I forgot to put batteries on this thing. Because if I did, I'm in a truckload of trouble. Which is pretty hard to say when you're drunk. What am I trying to do here? I was trying to aim it at that. But it's not functioning with great authority at the moment. Oh, I got a battery, but it's probably not a very big one. That's kind of an oversight, isn't it? So it's going down. We're going to lose power soon. So you should better take off. I mean, I'm banking on it. That's why I've got this special remote guidance unit, because this guy is not a pilot, so he can't pilot the ship. So the guidance unit is actually doing it all, not him. He's just tagging along for the fun. So what's using power then? I'm kind of a little bit intrigued by that. Oh, we could do that actually. Run a full analysis. Oh look, it tells us there's ore of 7.98%, which is really interesting to know if you're interested in that kind of thing. See, what I could do is leave this guy here and send another one. It's stupid, wouldn't it? Yeah, the sun is going down, I must admit. But don't let the sun go down on you. Don't let the sun go down on you. I'm a bit of an Elton John fan, to be honest. Not that was Elton John, I just made that up. Right, there you go. Wasn't that? Now we're out of radio reach, I think. But yeah, we're rapidly running out of... Now, we could hibernate the craft. We could tell it to hibernate. So let's put it on. Would that do anything? It could be the SAS. So I'll tell you what, let's turn off. Now, you probably think it's a bit insane. It is insane. That is insane. Yeah, that is insane. Because because the SAS is what's keeping us still in the first place. Although it's not doing a terrific job because we're not flat. Yeah, it kind of doesn't want to be flat, does it? It's kind of, you know, it might be a good idea to sort of like go up to the top of the hill and find a flat bit, or go down to there into that sort of dome at the bottom. Might be better. Then I could probably not use. Well, fancy not being enough batteries. That's kind of an oversight, isn't it? It is going back up though. Looks like the sun hasn't gone down on me yet, and it's going back up. Oh, thank the Lord. Thank you, thank you. So I thought I'd just throw this quick one up. My first landing on Dres, and I'm now tempted to keep this guy here forever. Because it can keep on, it can move to different places. Because I'm kind of thinking, if this is the Highlands, which is the Lowlands, probably in the middle of that there crater yonder. I mean, it's a risky move, it looks very cratery. Or I could move up there. Where's a low bit? That's a high bit, this could be a low bit. I could try and land there. I'm on the top of a mountain. I mean, it's risky. But I can do a quick save. I'll tell you what, I'm going to risk it. I know that's insane. So some say stupid. So is anybody watching? No, nobody watching. All right. Be like that then. So I am going to go in a... I don't know which direction. Any idea? See, we're kind of there, and I'm thinking, well, it's kind of east, isn't it? What's east? It's kind of 90 degrees, isn't it? So if I go 90 degrees, I should kind of land in maybe the Lowlands. So I'm trying to aim for that bit there. So I'm going to take a risk here on this. I don't know if I saved it, but I'm going to quick save again. And I'm going to do a little thrust up and then head slightly to the right. And then I'm going to maybe take these in. No, I'll leave them there. And then I'm going to... I was kind of going that way for some reason. Didn't foresee that. Yeah, I did kind of foresee that bit. It looks like it's going left, which is a bit odd. I didn't... Oh dear, I made a mistake here. Oh well, let's go over to a flatter part there. Let's go over to the flatter part. We're just hovering mid-flood. Mid-flood here. Kind of hover over to here. It's actually, I'm quite surprised I can hover over, really. It's a bit like the, you know, Elon Musk ship, isn't it, really? Is it? Nothing like Elon Musk ship. Right, now, I don't know what to do. To be honest, I don't know what to do. It should be going down, shouldn't it, that number? Yeah, it's going up. So I'm trying to think now that we should kind of go the other way. So let's try and push it. I don't know, the other way? Kind of counteract that? I don't know. Do I know what I'm doing? I mean, I got no idea what I'm doing. Because I would like to stop there, really. I think what I'll do is drop a bit so that the prograde thing comes up. Am I still going up? No, I'm coming back down. See, and then we're going to hover in onto the old going down bit. Now this is very scary stuff. No, although I'm not scared. I mean, I'm just semi-scared, that's all. Right? And then I'm going to very quickly... Oh, that's going a bit hairy now. Very quickly hit that one so that we can counteract our velocity going downwards. Very quickly do a stab on here. And then land. And then hope, to God's sake, this thing does not tip over. It's bouncing. I must admit these legs are very bouncy. Oh! Oh, did I just accidentally tip it there? Yeah, for some reason Kerbal legs are very, very bouncy. Why they do it bouncy, I don't know. Maybe, you know, counteract the... What's wheel stress? What does that mean? I don't really know. We could do an override on that. Spring strength. Yeah, I'm thinking take the spring down a bit. Now, I don't know if it'd do that on all four. 0.68, is it doing that on that one as well? Oh, it is. It does it on all of them. Good. Because I'm starting to think that's way too bincy. Right, now I'm going to take a reading and see if this is a different area. Probably not. I don't know. What should we do? Temperature? Not that one then. That one's already got stuff in it. And it will only say it's rejecting it. Right, let's see if it's a different point. No, it's still the Highlands. Well, I think we'll stay here then. So I'm going to stay here on Dres. I hope you enjoy that quick 55 minutes. Me on Dres for the very first time. Now getting back is going to be a real dicey moment. But what I might do is, I mean, it's probably insane to go anywhere else, like a low thing, because probably my only chance I'm ever going to get of getting out of this place. Wait, if I tilt it, like pre-tilt it, can I find out which way I'm tilting? I would like to tilt that way. Hang on, let's look at the old planet generation system. So I kind of think if I go to the right, which is kind of... See, that's north. So we've got to kind of go... Do you know... I would imagine we got to go here to go that way. What do you think? That's what I would think. And then I might be able to land in the lowlands. But it's kind of pushing it a bit. But I'm thinking, you know, do a save. What could possibly go wrong? So I'm going to try that again. Madness, I know. Insanity. You know me what you like. And then we're going to arc it over like this. You know, not like, you know, arc as in, you know, arc. Alright, now, maybe gone too far. Yeah, maybe gone a bit too far. So I'm just going to see, I'm trying to see if I can get to this lower area. Just a little bit now. How far is it going at the moment? 4,000. We're still going up. So I'll try and stretch that out a bit. Go a bit more than 90 degrees. And we'll try and get that low bit. I don't want to go too high, to be honest. But obviously the higher I go, the further I reach. So I'm going to try and land over here. In the side of a cliff. It's just probably insane, isn't it? Bordering on. Yeah, I'll do a little bit more. Oops. So a little bit more that way, a little bit more aggressive that way, which means I'll probably start falling. Which is, you know, all right. Oh! Right now, what we'll do is we'll stop that, and then we'll pick a point roughly here. Oh, it's control lock, damn. But round about there, control lock, that means, if you're interested, that means that, you know, we got no direct contact with the planet. Oh, mind you, it might be because we have this out. We've got to put this out. So now we might have direct control. So now I should be able to set the thing. Now I've got to do this quick because we could be falling rapidly as I speak. So we just want to bring that down to about there. Alright, okay, so we press onto that. All the while keeping an eye on this because it could all go horribly wrong. And it's going to take 9 seconds on full power. That should bring us into this lowland. And then I think that'll better do. Better do? That'll better do. And actually we're going to run out of fuel on those outside tanks. But we'll just throw those off. Although that will mean we got no legs. That's a good point, Ray. Why did you anticipate that? No, I didn't anticipate that. What was it? 9 seconds. So I may be using too much fuel here. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be using too much fuel here. So I'm not going to go that far, to be honest. I'm going to go here. So I'm a little bit worried that I may be using too much fuel, and I want to get back. I would like to get back sometime this week, sometime this century. Some say sometime this... Now, don't be messing around with that, Ray. You should just be concentrating on falling gently. And then we'll just tweak this down a bit. So we want to be about... Under 5 is the kind of best. So I'm just going to bring this now nice and steady. Steady, boy. I hope it's not the side of a cliff again. Not too much. I hope the legs aren't bouncy again. Looks like they're going to be bouncy again, doesn't it? So I might have to use a bit of thrust here. Oh yeah, oh, it's all gone horribly wrong. Please don't hit those! It did hit those, didn't it? Alright, we've lost one of those. So, I know you said, why did you do that? But I could do that if I want. It's my game. Yeah, it is kind of on a slope there. I wonder if we could push it, fire the rocket. That will push it in that direction to that lower bit. What do you think? Do you think that's... I think it would knock everything off, to be honest. I think that would probably knock it off. Now, I've got to try and get the thrust right, because I want it to be able to go... Oops, wrong way. I want to try and tip it over again, like we did before. Ooh, I don't think it's going to do it, but what I might do is... If I tip it... Hang on. Tip it! Tip it! If I go where the angle is... again, I say this could knock stuff off. It could knock the engine off, in fact. Or the legs. So if I'm thinking, if I do that and then do it, you see I'm thinking, look, with the assistance of the hill, we could do it, look. See? Oh, it did kind of jump now. That's kind of, you don't want it to jump, do we? Oh, what did you do that for, Ray? Did you just do that, Ray? Oh my God, I did that something, Ray. I did something stupid there. Oh, I may have to abort that. Oh dear. Okay, I mean, weird stuff now. I can pull it out. I can pull it out. I can pull it out. I think I can pull it out. He said, instantly regretting that. Stop. External drive ready. I think I can pull it out. I don't know about you, but see, once this gets to retrograde, I could go to switch to retrograde. Maybe the slope is lower. I mean, this is probably a stupid idea, but I've got a quick save just in case. So wait till it starts dropping rapidly under a mile an hour. Anybody watching? Okay, well, it's early in the morning in the place where most people watch, which is USA. Oh, it's a big country. Big country, it's a big country. Oh, make sure you're hovering over that, Ray. Alright, I'll tell you what, we won't need the RTS, not yet. Right, now we'll start bringing this beauty down. Let's hope it's a little bit flatter here. I mean, it may not, it may be total rubbish. Maybe a bit faster than that, Ray. Get it down, nice, gentle manoeuvring ability. Let's try and get an even softer landing, like less than 3. Yeah, like that. So it's really gentle. It's not doing it, it's not doing it, it's not doing it, it's not doing it. Yeah, I know, well, So, yeah, this is dangling on the edge of lunacy, but that I think is more than dangling. I think it is lunacy. Right, we'll use the slope to our advantage here. Now we've got to find out which way to go. Now, is it that way or that way? No, that way. You got to like push all different ways. Although we'll get rid of the gear. That's obviously hampering us. So I would imagine it's that one there. Yeah, the pushing up bit. That's it. And then we're going to get the gear down in mid-air before we reach the other side. And that's just stand us in good stead. Get it? Stand us in good... Alright, it could leap up in the air. There's a possibility of that. But we'll try and save us from a fate worse than skipping. Yeah, we are skipping a bit here. Whoops! What do you think? That was a bad idea? I think that was... Probably not a good idea, ladies and gentlemen. I think that was probably not a good idea. I'm very much tempted to say that is a very bad idea. So we'll do that again. I said we'll do that again. Come down gently, Ray. Gently! Ooh. It's bordering on lunacy again. Oh, don't go wrong on that, please. All right. I can pull it out. Don't worry, I can pull it out. I can pull this out. See, you didn't think I could do magnificent stuff like this, but I am capable. I can do this stuff. Now make sure I don't actually... See, why does it do a little hop? See, this is one thing about the Kerbal that I don't like, is it kind of does this kind of thing, or it does this really bouncy springs. If I turn it off, what will that do? It won't do anything. So I'm trying to do it so that it... No, I want the other way. That way. I want it to stand it up. That's all. I just want to stand it. So I can't stand it anymore. No, right, go back the other way. Right, don't jump. Alright, just settle down. Now we've only got 3 legs, probably 4 might have been better. Right, now, I'll turn it off and we'll see what happens. I'll turn off the RCS. Well, I don't know about you, but that was a fun experience. Yeah, we had to cut that short. We didn't quite get to the low region that I was hoping. But we're still there. Although it's in a frighteningly bad state at the moment. Are these run out? Oh, they have run out. The trouble is they got legs on. They got legs on. So if I try, if I dump them now, I'm going to aim at the middle because I can't see the lower bit. I think I'm going to aim at the lower. That's it. So once I throw these off, see, I've got no legs, so then it'll balance on there, and so the chances of us balancing on that small surface there is pretty much non-existent. So I'll try this bit, see if this is any better. Can't be done now, that's because there's no atmosphere, right? Well, we'll close the doors, I mean that's always good. So let's try different. I mean it might not be. Log the data. It's still the Highlands by the look of it. So we could just be happy with what we got and go back. But I'm kind of thinking stay here for a bit, have a bit of fun, have a cup of tea and a sandwich. So what we got to do is he's got to collect all these stuff before we come back to Kerbal. And this is the thing, is we do need enough fuel to get back to Kerbal. It's looking a bit doubtful now, but we have got one up there. So what I'll tell you what, I think I'll call it a day there, and we'll do this continuation of this one then, because going back to Earth, it'll be a lot of manoeuvring. But yeah, there's a new update out. I don't think it happens on this bit, but if you press something where you're in orbit around something or whatever, you get this extra tab come up. We can do it because we're on a planet now, but when you do an approach info or anything like that, you can switch across on the right button here, and then you get this tab comes up, and then one with a little kind of star. It's like star with several crosses on it, and that gives you the very, very fine control where you can adjust how much you do the fine control on the little slider, and then you can press whichever way you want to go. Program fantastic. Plus they fixed a few bugs as well, plus they've got some parts. So we're going to leave it there. We're going to go back to the space center. Actually, we're going to save it first like that. Go back to the space center. And I'll just show you the 3 extra parts we get as well. I mean, I was hoping it to get upgraded to the latest one on PC, you know, for Series X. I hope that does happen at some point. What was I going to do? First, I'm going to see what science we got, because we did actually send some back. So as you can see, this is kind of career, but without having to worry about money. But the thing is, when you get to here, you need like 300. So I've got all the way up to here on the science thing. Alright, but I haven't got the last ones. And one of the very important ones on here is this. It's that one there. That one. Oh, I've got the nuclear power thing, so I could have brought scientific instruments with me and put those down. Kind of an overthought, isn't it? But then again, I didn't think I'd get there. So, yeah, so there you go. So the new parts are, that was it, I was going to show you the new parts. Plus they've done things to the text that weren't quite in their right place. And oh yeah, and also there is a new thing now where before you could press on this and you could, you'd have to go to the Space Center and then click on the aircraft hangar so to do your planes, but now you can switch directly to that. So they've added this extra one on the end here, so you can switch and look at your ship and go straight to the other one without having to come out of this, go to the main menu again and then going into the thing. So you can do that. I'll show you like that, and then we can click back to this one. See, so that's a new feature added as well. Alright, and now new parts. Let me just slam something down just so that we can access these. Now new parts are, I do believe, on this bit. If you've got the robot part or whatever it is, no, it's not on that bit. It's on here. Right, if you go down, we've already had these helicopter blades, and one day I will try a helicopter. I've never done one, so no hope on that. I would like a vertical takeoff one. So these are, yeah, I found out that this thing here doesn't mean part of the history pack. When the history pack came out, it had these three things on because we didn't have colouring then. But now these actually mean there are different colours available. Alright, doesn't mean it's the history pack anymore. But if you haven't got a history pack, it probably will show it as new things. Alright, but the three new ones they've added is this ducted fan blade. So if you've got Xbox or PlayStation 4, or Series X, or you've now got these three extra parts, as well as part of this little update that helps you with your manoeuvring. Alright, and I think that's all there is. Everything else seems to be exactly as it is. Alright, so there you go. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. And I will do the return from Duna. And then I'll show you my crazy ridiculous one, which I'm going to send an entire space station, which I think I showed last time, but I'll show you again just in case. Now most people send it up in sections. You know, they send up, say, the four-way connector thing and say a crew cabin. I don't do that. Now, of course, I don't think it's on this particular one. No, this is all called good, crappy. I've actually landed on Ike as well, I do believe, which is not bad this time of week. Anyway, let's stop it there. I'll show you that next time when I do the Duna one, which I think I may have briefly shown you it. So thank you all for watching. I'll leave you with a little view of this for no other reason than why not. There you are. And by the way, you can zoom right in if you're interested. I mean, you may not be interested, but you can zoom right in. And you can, you know, move around, move the camera out. In fact, you can walk around this whole facility as a little guy. So you can place a little crew canister with a guy in it. You could get out on the launch pad, walk all the way down the launch pad. You can walk around this whole facility if you want. That's not beyond the realms of impossibility. Quite a good thing, really. It is quite a big site. You can drive around here in a little rover if you want. You could take a, put a rocket up and then make it go straight into one of these buildings and blow it up. That's the sort of fun you can have in this game. Right, and then I know, I've probably messed up the camera now. Right, there you go. I'll see you all next time. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I won't even let it drag on at the end. I'll just say goodbye now. So goodbye now. Sorry I did this a bit early, but I wanted to just tell everybody about the new update and just show you that little Dres landing. Bye for now, and guess what? I'll see you later. Bye everyone. Bye. They already know that, Ray. Just get off.